team though. Commanders Bucks. What you got for me on Commanders Bucks, right?
Commanders Bucks, Herbie. So the Bucks and the Commanders are two teams that where have been pretty hot going into the end of the year, right? The Bucks
Mm-hmm.
won 6 of their last 7 games. They've scored 24 plus points in 7 straight games. They were fourth in offense, 29 and a half points
It's
per game.
crazy.
First and third down offense, Herbie, which is super impressive. But then on the other side, Herbie, you got the Commanders, right? The Commanders, 28.5, 28 and a half points per game, which was fifth in the league. They were sixth and third down. They scored 26 plus points in 4 out of the last 5. Jada Daniels is a rookie. 25 touchdowns, 9 picks, 101 rate, and that doesn't even include his rushing stats. Herbie, Baker Mayfield. Dude, this dude had 41 touchdowns. I was like, Baker got 41 touchdowns?
Baker had 41 touchdowns, right? And there's another storyline that I want to get to, and I completely forgot about this storyline, right? This playoff, and it's funny that the next two games are reflective of this. The other storyline that this playoff has is the
Redemption
anime,
stories, bro.
the anime shonen redemption story between Baker Mayfield and Sam Darnold. Sam Darnold almost had 40 passing touchdowns. Sam Darnold almost had 40 passing touchdowns. Baker Mayfield had 41. It's incredible. Like
Yeah.
the NFL really got its way almost, but got its way, man. We got one comment real quick. Okay, that's just Pedro Mahomes saying exactly. But I do apologize for cutting you off. What were you saying, Rod? To finish
No,
your
you
point.
good, brother. You good, brother. So, what's intriguing about this matchup, Herbie, was when I picked like the two key players. I just chose two offensive players because you had the fourth and fifth best offensive football going at it. But this is what interested me about the Bucks. The Bucks played 7 teams that were above 500. 4 of those teams they were able to hold them to 20 points or less. So what that tells me, Herbie, is that even though the Bucks defense overall this season, like their pass defense allowed like a 96.6 rate, which was 25th in the league. They only had 7 picks as a unit, which was tied for 26. So the Bucks D doesn't really make plays, but they can tighten shit up. They could shut shit down. They held Detroit to 16. I think they held Detroit to 16 points
They
when they
held
played them.
Detroit to 16 points, and Detroit had 7 red zone trips and got 1 touchdown. So that speaks to
Exactly.
exactly to, and that's Detroit. Detroit,
Right.
who routinely puts points on the board. Detroit, who routinely executes in the red zone, bro. So that speaks exactly to what you're saying.
And
Bend, but don't break.
right. And here's the flip side to the Commanders, Herbie, and this is why I'm favoring the Bucks in this matchup. When the Commanders played 6 teams above 500 this year, Herbie, they gave up 26 plus in each matchup. The Commanders defense against good teams can't shut anybody down. So you have a Bucks team that has a hot quarterback, an all-time great receiver. They have, Bucky Irving. Like this Bucks team is rearing to go. And then you have this Washington team that obviously Jada Daniels is hot cooking as a rookie. Terry McLaurin, he had 1,000 yards this season, 13 touchdowns. I'm happy for him because he suffered a lot of years with bad quarterback play and bad ownership and management. And I'm always happy when talented players can have an opportunity to showcase themselves. Like when Calvin Johnson could be in the playoffs, it was beautiful. You know what I mean? Like when AP made the playoffs, it's beautiful. Like, because these guys didn't always
Mm-hmm.
make the playoffs because they didn't always have quarterbacks.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm expecting this to be a high flying, super high scoring matchup. But I do think these teams played earlier in the season, Herbie, and the Bucks won 37-20. I think this game could play out in a similar fashion to where it'll probably be close early, but I think the Bucks D could clamp down, and with the offense that they have, they could pull away. They could pull away. So I have the Bucks taking this one.
Yeah, man. The Bucks showed me, especially in that last game against the Saints, where they were down, I think, 16-6, and then they won 34-20, if I'm not mistaken. Like the Bucks could score and it could score on you very fast. And I think what a lot of people do is that we don't truly trust the Bucks because for whatever reason, we've seen the Bucks win multiple championships recently, too, which is the crazy part. We just seen them win, what, 4 years ago or 3 years ago? Yeah, Tom Brady was there, but it still takes an organization to put the right pieces around Tom Brady to give him a championship worthy team. Tom Brady went there for a reason, right? So we got to get this out of our minds because it's the Bucks. The Bucks could go to the NFC Championship.
Easy,
like,
easy,
like they put up
easy.
points, they score. You're not stopping them. Baker Mayfield, and we forget Baker Mayfield set the rookie passing touchdown record. He's not a
With the
bust.
Browns.
With the
fucking
Browns. He's not a bust. He's a talented player. He got drafted above Josh Allen and Lamar Jackson for a reason. Like, you're just seeing what he is capable of and fully realize. So I have to take the Bucs too. But man, it's hard to stop. It's hard to stop Jada Daniels. Like,
No, Washington's offense, bro.
they just score and they always get.
They're legitimately top 10 in almost every offensive category, bro. Like, they're legitimately a great offense. Like, legit.
I'm pulling for the black coach. I'm pulling for him too because it was not a good week for black coaches, man. Whew. Rest in peace to my dog Antonio Pierce, man. Rest in peace to Gerard Mayo, man. Peace to the guys, man. Pour out some liquor, man.
Pour it out.
Last preview game. We got Vikings and Rams. First things first, we do have to say our prayers